Oh, can you even actually see my hairline? Shit.
Yeah, cause when you stream.
Oh shit.
Man, listen. I wonder if y'all gonna figure out.
Oh, we live. Oh man, this man. He trying to pull a BG, dog.
I'm gonna just start doing that shit just to see if y'all pay attention.
It's spooky, yeah.
Them mans ain't even got a link to their own podcast, though.
I ain't hiding nothing, bro. I'll talk about anything.
Yo, Shat about to really get us caught up in some shit. You hear the way he be talking?
Oh man, I can't co-sign that. We keep it PG out here.
EGR.
I'm waiting on meds.
It's R-rated. We are R-rated territory right here.
R-rated shit. It sounds like PG-13 to me.
Oh man.
You gotta hear the rest of the talk.
The rest of the talk. Fuck.
I don't know, bro.
All right, so
man, let's get started on the podcast before I forget. Allegedly. Shut up. Welcome to Usual Suspects podcast for 7/6/2018, the first one of July. I hope I hate you. No, but I hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July. I hope that you did not have the problems I had with people popping off firecrackers until at least 4 o'clock in the morning where you couldn't get any sleep. I'm your host, Sentry. My panel for today, they can introduce themselves. I ain't trying to do all that.
Okay, it's Jigga. I don't know if I'm a casual gamer today, but I'm Jigga. That's all I gotta say.
Fuck you, Jigga.
Whoa.
Man. The hate.
He's Strat.
Yeah, I can take the B, now I can take the hate.
Strat.
Oh, okay, Strat here, guys. Back again, as always, you know.
No, fuck
what you mean, as always? You missed a week.
Oh, man.
I don't recall that.
Not only does this man be late sometimes, he missed a week, dog.
Did I? I don't remember that.
You missed last week, man.
Yeah, because of family, right?
I ain't gonna hold that against him.
Did I miss?
Oh,
yes.
Maybe I was just in disguise.
Disguise as who?
We docking them, dog.
Docking them what? I don't even pay you guys.
He's still getting docked.
I don't. What you gonna take his Dilla dollars from fucking Family Odd parents? Like what?
No, I'm taking on his
what I do know, you ain't taking my goof dollars, bro.
Oh shit.
Oh man, no, you gotta hand those over, dog.
He said, "Hold over the Goof Troop coins."
I earned those shits.
Oh man,
I don't know what.
He did earn his shits, dog.
How, Sway?
This is weird. Just looking at the side of this man's head, dog.
Wait, why y'all gotta hate on the goofs, dog?
Just look at the side of this man's head. It's just weird.
Where your head at, Jigger?
Whoa!
Oh, oh man,
that was a bit suspect.
Where your head at? Tell me about the Scarlet Cap. Trying to find a way, but you never got a map.
Hey, let my man Red Hood introduce himself. Damn it, damn.
Yeah, man. Thank you. So this is Red Hood here. Whoa! You know, I didn't deserve that shit, dude. I'm a nice guy. Probably one of the nicest persons in this gaming community.
Now we lying, dog.
What? Oh, okay, whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys did have a great 4th of July for the viewers. You know, my 4th of July was pretty awesome until, firing off the firecrackers, and then there were fucking gunshots, and then we had to go inside the house.
Oh, you wasn't even a 6.
Yeah, no, like, I heard that shit, and I was like, dude, that's fucking gunshots? Like, yep, and we had to go inside, shit.
6.
Did you have to go inside?
Yes, we had to go inside.
No, you know what pissed me off though? People were lighting off firecrackers, even though it was lightning outside. Like, yeah, what is wrong with y'all?
Wait, hold on. It's roast time. Why does man Mez had the whole car showing? Hold on. I need to. I gotta bring attention.
I love that shit, dude.
I stood off.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Nah, but Mez, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your local day drinker / gamer.
Did you say
Meds, what's up,
local
everybody?
or local?
Oh,
local.
It's your friendly neighborhood. Shout out to everybody. Sentry, it's a long time. I'm happy to be here. I'm in the car right now, so don't judge my audio. I'm gonna be at the crib. When I get to the crib, I'll join you guys on some real shit.
Oh man, shit.
I'm in the car right now, so I get an A for effort. You heard?
I'll let him have it. You get an A.
And it's your boy, usual suspect, Goofy, Feeling body boot up, but now I'm lying.
What?
Is that your new intro? Like what?
No, I ain't lying. I'm single as fuck, dog.
Oh man.
This man got his haircut and he acting all types of different. What the fuck?
Oh man.
I gotta
listen,
come up
he
with
has-
a new thing
on the spot right now.
He needs to make up for that terrible, nasty ass shit that almost killed his family. He cooked on stream the other day.
Oh, dude, did you wash your damn rice?
Have a
man?
bowl.
Bro, I don't want to die at 27.
Have a bowl.
Yo, everybody, peace.
I got a lot of live.
Also,
I got a lot of life to live.
Fuck anybody that doesn't cook, they rinse their rice after cooking it. You starch eating ass motherfuckers.
I don't know how
Whatever,
to
bro.
rinse your damn rice. That shit, no.
You eat rice soup, bro. Fuck out of here.
But
Let's
basically,
move on.
didn't you just cook the starch into the rice? What you did?
No, you cooking it so the starch comes out the rice, then you rinse the rice.
No.
All
you
right,
cooked the
all
starch
right.
into
Let's get the
rice,
game
dog.
in real quick.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
hold on.
Let's
Before
keep
we-
it going.
As a gamer, we gotta eat right.
Bunch of no
It's hard- it's hard to
Facts,
eat right.
Jigga.
Listen, I want to hear this. This sounds like a long time coming from Harry. I want to hear this shit.
Y'all a bunch of no cooking motherfuckers.
I mean, you eat pancakes with
Fucking
ketchup, my man.
Think
Ready?
no.
Dude.
Conversation's
You're
over.
only- Listen, you're the only person I know who actually eat pancakes with like ketchup, dog. That's wild.
That's because y'all don't know how to cook.
Wait, what? How does that have to do with cooking?
How does that equate?
This man put brown sugar and white sugar into his food, dog. Like,
Oh shit!
The brown sugar is to add thickness. The white sugar is so you don't have to fart all fucking day.
Fart all day? Do you have to fart? Shit,
oh,
Bro, you're
have to
eating. You're not gonna fart.
shit dude.
hey man,
Let's move on, people.
yeah, dog.
Yeah, let's move on. Hardhead gonna
My
have somebody.
digestion tract is perfectly fine. I took me a nice ass shit the morning after.
Yo, I don't-
Oh, my- okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
Right. Your boy's feeling right.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we needed to know that.
let's move on to the first topic on some Xbox shit. Y'all know the Xbox gets the backwards compatibility. They added 2 titles that I don't know how I feel about either of these because I don't really care about either of them anymore. They added Assassin's Creed Liberation HD and Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter.
Ew.
Wasn't Advanced
I
Warfare
just
good?
know.
Advanced
we
Warfighter. not-
Still playing Grow?
Talking about the Ghost Recon shit.
I said Ghost
Still
Recon.
playing Grow, though?
Probably. I don't know. I know people fucked with it.
I never played it, so I'm good.
Yeah, both those games are trash to me. So
Damn. Strat.
Never played Assassin's Creed Liberation. And never played Ghost Recon Warfighter. No.
Oh man, y'all.
Didn't they
smoking,
say-
dog.
If they make it free, if they give me it for free 1 month, I'll play them.
Didn't they say all of the Assassin's Creed games are other than that?
What's that?
Liberation, I played it on PSP. It's one of the weakest Assassin's Creed games, and also Advanced Warfighter was lit at the time, but it has not aged well. Don't even bother.
Man, y'all heard it from Miz. He said, "Don't bother, G."
I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah.
I played Grow,
Team.
but y'all know I don't really fuck with the Assassin's Creed series.
yeah, the Vita version for Assassin's Creed Liberation. I don't know, dude. That shit was boring to me.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed is robbery, though.
it was weak.
Man, okay, so let's move on to the next topic. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I'm curious, how many people actually played that game?
Nope.
I played the first one.
That game, but I do like the Lego games. They're good games.
No, I'm good.
See, the only Lego games I play are the Star Wars ones. That's about it.
Hey,
They're
watch out,
good.
y'all.
They're very similar to each other. So if you played one, you played them all.
Ah.
Strat's like,
Yeah,
They
I
got voice.
agree.
They got voice acting and everything now. So it's
No, I agree, dog. Them games are all the same.
no, I mean,
like-
the gameplay is very similar. So
Yeah,
I mean,
they're like,
gameplay is always going to be the same. It's a fucking Lego game.
they're like boring beat 'em ups. It's like fucking go through and
Build shit.
smash this button, then build something, then smash this button, then you get the
Shit.
game. That's all it is.
Why y'all really don't like the Lego games? They got great stories to them. And they incorporate all the characters.
I'm just saying that they're all the same game, though. You know,
They're really not, though.
They're not for me. That's all I'm saying.
Very much not the same.
it's like Telltale games. It's like Telltale games. They got different stories, but the way you play them, it's exactly the same.
No, there's not. No, that's not the case.
I agree with Meds on that, dog.
Right now. Not every Telltale game.
Same person who said that all Ubisoft games are the same.
Ubisoft open world games are all the same.
No, you bugging.
Exactly.
See,
The same thing applies here.
No, it doesn't.
Oh man.
These games are vastly fucking different, dog.
And so is Ubisoft open world games.
No, the fuck they not.
Yes, they are, dog.
No, they not, Jigga. Stop.
Okay, I'll say this.
Unity is nothing like Origins, dog.
All
Unity is nothing like
Ubisoft
Origins.
games are the same.
What makes Unity so different from Origins, Jigga? Tell me.
Oh,
It has RPG elements, actually.
yes.
That's what makes
And
it very-
Origins is nothing like Watch Dogs 3. Like, you can't just say that shit.
And I would also.
I'm in 2, not 3, sorry.
I was gonna say Origins was very similar in terms of gameplay mechanics and fighting mechanics as Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay, so other than Origins, give me your examples out of the 30 odd something Ubisoft games I can name off the top of my dome. Give me your examples, Jigga.
Watch Dogs 2 is nothing like what's that game?
Watch Dogs 2 is just like every other open world game.
No, Far Cry. No, it's not. It's nothing like Far Cry.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Do you climb a tower?
Because see, that's different elements, but that doesn't make the whole game.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey be the exact same shit as Origins.
Bro, all Ubisoft does is try to turn collectibles into content for you, so you think you're getting a good game. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
The games, like y'all bugging, dog.
I don't think the games are bad. They're just repetitive. They're the same thing.
I can say the
Yeah,
thing
I'm
about
tired
the
of buying them.
games.
That's the problem. If they don't change their formula, that shit gonna die out one day. And
You know, Hardhead, you a fucking big ass hypocrite, dog.
I'm a hypocrite, sure.
Because first of all, the Lego, which is basically like the same thing, but they add they added different story parts. So you say no, they're completely different. But Assassin's Creed, which does the same thing, where they take elements and change the story, but you're saying no, they're the same. It's like you're being a hypocrite.
I agree with you.
You're comparing a game running on the exact same engine as another game to two games that are made from completely different studios, but just because they're under the same publisher, they follow all the same suits.
They borrow different elements from this other game.
You're comparing gameplay to literally every element of the game.
No, it's the same thing. With the Lego
this
games.
isn't the same thing.
Yes,
You
it
acting
is,
right.
dog.
Admit it.
It's the same. It's even worse for Lego when you think about it.
No, it's
It's true.
not.
Yeah.
No,
Like I'm not
no,
saying they're
no.
bad games, but they are like
They're very much the same.
like it's
Yeah, we can go back and forth
another
all day
all
on
they
this.
do is another reskin.
I feel like with this you can go back and forth on it. I think maybe one day we'll have to talk about the Ubisoft formula in depth and why it's the issue, but I feel like on this topic in particular, I feel like this is a bad argument to take. Like and try to fight like into or against, because it's because no matter what, there's gonna be somebody saying that, oh, they're doing this and this is
Yeah.
that.
So Jigga, since you excuse Ubisoft doing it, do you excuse Lego games from doing it? Do you excuse Telltale games from doing it?
Look, I don't like either of those games, so they're not for me.
But do you excuse them for doing it?
I mean, I have no problem with it. I mean, I would never play them, but 'cause they're boring to me. But Ubisoft stories is not like the stories they make are not boring to me.
First
Okay.
of all,
No, wait.
Well, actually, no,
Telltale
wait,
stories completely shit on Ubisoft stories.
oh my god, no, they don't.
The only one that doesn't is Guardians of the Galaxy.
The only one
No,
I
Game of
would
Thrones
give
is
you
pretty
is the
trash
first.
too.
Game of Thrones is
Game of
garbage.
Thrones is me.
Nah, Hardhead's right on
If
that.
you a fan,
The Walking
it's
Dead was
I'm
on
a
Boots.
fan of Game of Thrones, and that shit was
it's
shit.
okay. That's what I'm saying. It's
Oh,
okay.
It wasn't okay. That was shit.
The only good one is the first Walking Dead. The other ones
No,
are
See,
I
that's
would
what
say
you mind.
no. I would
first
just
one-
Hold up. I gotta real quick, Jigga. Did you play the rest of them?
yes.
How
The
many?
Wolf
of them?
Among Us is my favorite. Shit.
I don't think I finished 2, but I played most of it,
You didn't
and
finish it though.
and I played most of 3, but didn't finish it.
Okay, I say the Wolf
So
Among
wait,
Us.
that's all you played was The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
You didn't play the Wolf Among Us.
You just called all the other games trash.
I played most.
the
No,
best.
okay. And Wolf Among Us, I got to like chapter 4 and I just got bored of it.
Wolf Among Us is the best of those.
It's the best.
Yeah, and that shit is.
So you play the Batmans too?
No, I skipped those shit.
Yo, take the wheel.
I mean, I'm content to let them keep arguing over this. I was about to take the wheel after they was done.
I watched enough of the game.
I mean, as long as we make the episode longer so I can join y'all at home.
This man Jigga fraud, dog.
Oh, you fraud, dog. Oh, Ubisoft hating ass.
Oh man, calling people haters out here. Oh,
Hey, Ubisoft, come fuck with me, dog. I fuck with y'all, Ubisoft. Y'all the goats.
Hey, let's move on before Jigga try to. Yo, Jigga, get off your knees, cuz. Get off your knees. No, we don't do that.
Oh. What the fuck? No!
Nah, but
Damn, I thought I had to deal with all the such shit yesterday, dog.
You thought you would say, nah, but let's move on to a topic near and dear to my heart personally, the predecessor to Yakuza, whatever you want to call it this weekend.
Oh man.
Shenmue 1 and 2 have been given a release date in August, which is August 21st, 2018. And there's physical and digital editions. I don't know why I was about to fucking have a heart attack trying to say that shit. The collection costs $29.99. So I'm hyped about this. I'm hyped. Wait, Shaq, did you play the original games?
No, they only $30. You said though.
For both
30.
Yeah, it is 30.
That's an auto cut.
But at the same time, it's like, I don't know if I want to go back and play those games, man.
You're gonna think you want to, and then you do it, and you're gonna realize it's a mistake.
Yeah, because then nostalgia gonna run away with me.
That's my point. For me, I want to expose these fanboys for playing these trash ass games and hyping them up for so fucking long by buying them and playing them my fucking self.
Okay.
Just like Ghost Recon Wildlands, shit was garbage.
See, my thing is,
that shit was booty.
I like that game, but understandable.
It was extremely disappointing being a Ghost Recon fan.
Yep, it was.
See, my thing is, I think that
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I do think there are fake fans of Shenmue, and they're gonna be buying this game hoping it's gonna be great. And listen, like if you're gonna be fans of the original, you're gonna like the game. It might not age well. I have no idea if it's gonna age well because I haven't played Shenmue in a while, and I might change my verdict once I play this over again.
Yeah, me too, dog.
But my thing is, there's gonna be fake fans. They're gonna be disappointed. I feel. I don't know. That's just me though.
I mean, I feel like there's a definite group of fake fans because they know nothing of why Shenmue is important, of why Shenmue has importance to Sega in particular. But it is what it is.
Like I say, I have expectations, but not preconceived notions. So we're gonna see.
There's things out there that are timeless, like if you play Super Mario Brothers, the first one, you play it right now, it's still a good game. You play there's many games out there that this applies to. This game is not one of those things that this applies to. Like, listen, you play it and then get back to me. You're not gonna like this shit.
Are you saying that because the gameplay would be dated, or like that's what I'm trying to understand?
Well, I would say look at the trailer, right, dude. The voice acting, I forgot how bad the voice acting was.
But I don't mind shit like that. I just laugh at shit like that.
What it is, when you remember, it's not the same. That's all I'm saying.
Even that story was really simplistic, dog. If you we gonna go back and remember that story was really simplistic. But I'm still getting it, and I'm gonna play it. And
you'll see, man. Especially 3D games. 3D games do not age well, bro. You can't go back to playing Tomb Raider 1 with them triangle titties.
That's what gets him griped. It's them triangle titties.
Wait. I'm gonna be honest. Triangle titties get me out the bed in the morning. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, it's spooky.
Them TTTs, dog. Them triangle Tomb Raider titties.
You gotta let some people see what I'm saying. You'll see what I'm saying.
Yo, so listen, we about to deviate to the next topic right quick. But first, I just want to say this and preference my comments. I do not fuck with Todd Howard. That is all. Todd Howard has talked about why they keep releasing Skyrim, and that's because y'all motherfuckers keep buying it and playing it. So I hate y'all.
I can't be mad at him.
No, it's funny. I still haven't played Skyrim to this day.
Dude, my thing is, I try to play Skyrim, and like after me playing The Witcher 3, I can never get back into Skyrim.
I'll say
That's
this.
just me, though.
If you play Skyrim vanilla, you will never like that game.
Yeah.
The game is ass vanilla. Vanilla.
No, actually, I actually do like it.
Yeah, I liked it at launch.
I just beat it recently on the Xbox. Again, I replayed it, and it was fun.
I've tried. I own it on PC. I've tried playing it. It is difficult for me to go back and play that game without mods. Like,
oh, of course, you get spoiled by the mods.
No, it's like just playing the game, but it feels like that game is like just bare bones without like the extra shit that you can add on to it. It just feels like it's a different game without that shit.
That's probably because I never experienced mods, so I don't know what they're like.
You never experienced a mod?
Yeah, on Skyrim.
I played it on 360.
Also, unpopular opinion: Vanilla Skyrim back when I played it on 360 was one of the worst games I've ever played.
Oh, no, I can't agree with that. I loved it.
What the fuck?
I loved it on 360 and the. I loved it on 360 and the X.
Oh, Professor.
Not the X with the one.
Professor had to take a break from the podcast for a while, though.
Oh, okay. Well wishes to him, homie.
Yeah, my man been gone for a minute, but that's not the point.
Oh, man. Somebody just exposed himself, dog.
Who?
I thought he'd be back by now, bruh.
Nah, he ain't the Usual Suspects fan, dog. And I'm joking.
He taking a permanent vacation. Goddamn, Professor.
He been gone for like 4 episodes, huh?
4 or 5 episodes down there.
Yep.
It is what it is. I addressed it. He can come back whenever you want, but listen, I'm not trying to fuck anybody else from doing what they need to do in life.
For sure, for sure.
Also, I want to bring something up while we talking about this. Can we be honest about Fallout 76?
I don't want nothing to do with that game, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna buy the game because I like the concept of what they're trying to do and I want to test it. But I think the game is gonna be trash.
I agree.
It's not even made by their main studio, so I mean,
hey,
I'm only gonna get the game if my friends are all go towards that game. But if they don't, I'm not buying it. I'm not gonna.
All I'm gonna say is I'm about to play Fallout New Vegas soon,
which is not made by them, and that's the reason it's the best Fallout game.
If Fallout 76 is trash, I will never in my life buy another Fallout game. Y'all can hold me to that.
You didn't buy those Fallout games.
I bought Fallout 4 and put over 100 hours into it.
Bro, it's some bullshit multiplayer shit.
I bought 4 and put over 100 hours into it, though.
Yeah, 4 was trash.
I thought you said somebody gifted it to you.
4 is worse than 3, and 3 is worse than
New Vegas.
Oh, okay, my bad.
The way it goes is New Vegas, 3, and then 4.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm still getting the game, though. I might even double dip. I don't know.
I will go 3 New Vegas and 4.
I mean, that's not blasphemous.
That's not blasphemous, but New Vegas is better. Like, the world of New Vegas is better than 3's.
Yeah, I agree.
I honestly also think New Vegas' story is better.
No, I hate the story in New Vegas.
I think it's better in every way, but, it's arguable. Because I love Fallout 3, too.
I'll say it like this. People who played Fallouts 1, 2, Brotherhood of Steel, and everything before 3, they have put New Vegas at top because of the links back to those games. Yeah. People who didn't play Fallout before, like they didn't play anything but 3 and that was their first game, they're always going to put 3 on top.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
So if you have no prior history of Fallout, you don't put that game there. It's nothing wrong with having 3 there, but people who have history of Fallout put New Vegas first. That's all I'm going to say. Let me move on to the next topic.
I only played 1. It was garbage. Continue.
Man, that
sounds like a you problem, dog.
I don't know if we talked about this last week, but I'm bringing it up now. Showtime, they finally talked about the Halo TV series.
Yes.
I'm about to ask y'all a question. 1 or 2 seasons?
1.
Okay.
Please, 1. I barely give a fuck about the series itself. Don't overdo it.
My thing is,
if it's not top notch Castlevania quality, I don't even want to.
It's supposed to be live action.
Yeah,
right?
It's live
it's
action.
live. That's even worse. Please only do 1.
What you mean, bro?
The live action.
If they put it in the form of the live action like trailers they used to do, then it'll be great.
See, my judgment is the showrunner, whoever the showrunner is, and whoever's penning the script. If they're trash, then I'm not watching it. To be honest,
this shit gonna be trash, dog. Simple.
Man, you can't say that because
I really hope Halo. I love Halo, man. It's my favorite gaming franchise. Period. I really hope they don't fuck it up.
See, my thing is, if you got like a showrunner like Scott Buck doing Halo, then no.
Oh no,
I ain't doing that shit, dude.
I ain't watching that shit.
It's over.
Yep.
That man has ruined everything he's laid his hands on.
Iron Fist,
Big
Dexter, and what was the other one?
And Humans.
Yeah, shit.
It's trash.
Yeah, because he was on the project.
That's what I'm saying. If Scott Bucks is like they hire him, dude, fuck that.
If Scott Buck's name is on your project, I don't watch it.
Well,
man, you can do Witcher, dog.
oh yeah, dude, I would fucking not watch that shit, dude.
Speaking of Witcher, CD Projekt Red says that Cyberpunk 2077 is pre-alpha and could be years away. And which I say, so you telling me I gotta get a PS5 for this?
Yeah.
Of course.
Wait. The Cyberpunk game?
So you good.
I mean, the pre-alpha stage to full game. It's like pre-alpha for like big companies ain't shit. I mean, it's like basically past what a beta is. You know what I mean?
But that one game, the Bethesda announced, they said that game is gonna be
Next gen.
on current gen consoles too.
Wait,
I mean, you'll probably.
I thought it said next gen.
No, they came out and said they're not gonna forget about current generation
Yeah,
consoles.
they'll be a cross-gen game. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be a cross-gen game, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like there's no reason for it not to be. That's the reason I think that The Last of Us is gonna be the same thing.
Yeah, it's gonna run at 9 frames per second, but fuck it, you can play it on your PS4.
Oh. That's fast.
Shit.
I was gonna say that Starfield game, dude. If that shit isn't like, I don't know.
What's
Like
wrong
for
with
me,
you?
I compare Starfield to like Mass Effect because it's like sci-fi and all that shit. To me, like an RPG as well. So I'm like, if it's not as good, I don't want to fuck with Starfield.
What happened, bro? What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Oh man,
Did you just break your headset?
bro, I had a moment. I was looking at myself. I'm like, something look weird on one
Yeah,
side.
you fucking broke that snap.
Oh,
Oh,
that's funny.
How much does that cost?
These things was like $60. Ain't
Oh,
that
okay.
bad?
Okay, it's not that bad.
It's not, the damage isn't supreme like some fucking Astros or something.
that's the fat. He gained some fat from eating all that sugar.
Oh my god.
Jigga, are you on the camera though?
His head.
Oh!
Are you on the camera though, Jigga?
Oh man, dog, I'm on the camera for my girl, dog.
Hey, I'm gonna get
What girl?
Come on, Jigga. I'll be your girl. Get on the camera.
Oh,
for me,
Oh,
Jigga.
no. We moving on. We moving on.
Whoa, wait a
Man.
minute.
Yeah, wait, man.
We moving on. Nah, we moving on.
Voice this shit, man.
Nah,
yeah, let's
so-
go, dog.
How many of us like EA? Raise your hand. Nobody
Fuck
raising
no.
their hands. Okay.
Nobody.
Well, I don't like him, but I tolerate him.
No, fuck them.
I fucks with EA. Don't listen to these people.
Oh man, they got
Hey.
you.
Shout out to EA, dog.
They sent you the check in the mail, hardhead.
I don't know what check you talking about.
EA has never
Oh,
done this
Shout
shit
out
wrong.
to EA and them shutting
Bro,
down their
if he
studios.
was hardhead checks, he wouldn't be eating them struggle meals.
Those are hood meals. There's a difference, sir.
Nigga, struggle
meal.
seems
Man, it said a struggle. Oh man, nah, but EA Motive, which is the Montreal studio, they in Canada. Shout out to Kofi. They're working on apparently 3 projects or something like that. They have the open world Star Wars game that Amy Hennig was working on. Apparently, they have the next entry in Plants vs Zombies, and they have a new open world action adventure IP that's apparently secret.
I could care less about these games. I mean, that open world Star Wars game or whatever it is, I might have online. Whoever knows. All I know is from Amy's like interview and shit like that. She said that game is totally different from the game that she made, and they shelved that shit. They canceled it.
Yeah.
There's nothing in terms of story that's going to be remotely similar. It's a brand new, different game.
They get my,
Oh, man,
my nerves just always online. Like, dude, get rid of that shit, dog.
they're not gonna get rid of that, bro. It's EA.
Yeah, I mean it's easier because you've already spent money on those assets. You might as well repurpose them. Like,
see, my thing is Disney just needs to take away those rights from EA and then give it to developers like Marvel Games is doing with their game.
My thing is at the time that they did it, they weren't on that type of tip because remember, even though Disney may own, everything operates independently from each other.
I don't know if you noticed too, Marvel properties grow, but Star Wars is slowly falling. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not
the fan base.
It's not the.
I mean, I'm saying the movies are sucking. The games are sucking.
A debacle and Solo was a disaster, so they're not on the upswing right now.
This is true. Even though I like The Last Jedi, I think it's a really good movie.
What is on episode 5
I
right
watched
now?
it the other day. That shit is shit.
I watched
5 right now.
It's not that bad.
It really is.
It's worse.
I don't know, man. A lot of people said the same shit about Empire Strikes Back. A lot of people didn't like that initially when it came out. I'm just saying, it might be the same thing with The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
But
The best Star Wars movie, Rogue One, though. Don't at me.
Star Wars really ain't
We
all
moving on.
that.
I don't know this
anyways,
man.
But no, like I was just saying, like you know how you get some hype, you pull it away from EA and give it to a studio that's hot right now that gets people more hype for the game.
As long as it ain't Microsoft or Ubisoft. If they got the word soft in their name, that mean the games they making is soft. You don't need to let them touch your game.
The problem with that is everybody's either working on their own IPs or they're busy in the middle of a game.
Look,
Yeah.
you can find a way, dog.
They shouldn't tie themselves to one publisher. That's what I feel.
Yeah,
It should be-
Hold on, you're not thinking about the context of the timing that the deal was made. The deal was made during a point where EA was the only one with a bunch of studios that can make all the games that Disney wanted them to make.
No, absolutely. But I mean, you shouldn't tie yourself to one group. You know, I just feel like you could give it to WB. WB can make a great Star Wars game.
I don't know.
Like you don't think Rocksteady can make a lit Star Wars
but
game?
they're not going to. They're focused on DC.
I don't know about WB.
Yeah,
WB doesn't have many studios. WB Montreal's in trouble with canceled games and all that.
They've canceled damn near 3 titles.
And I heard that if the game that they're making doesn't come out on time and doesn't perform well, that they might get canned. So
Give it to Insomniac.
Well,
Insomniac is only going to be making Ratchet
and Spider-Man. They're supposed to be making a trilogy of Spider-Man games. So
I know.
And maybe some shit for Sunset Overdrive, maybe.
They do have 2 teams though. Insomniac has 2
But
teams.
hold on, but the second team is very small, and from what people have been talking about them, they've only been working on like concepts and like pre-production for the next Ratchet game.
Yeah. So I don't know. They could maybe either have Platinum work on a Star Wars game or have Jack would hate that shit.
That would get Platinum Games closed down, dog.
Platinum Games thought Microsoft was bad.
No, or also like I don't know, maybe Square Enix with us. I don't know, one of those. They just need to make a company with like Lucasfilm Game Studios, like Marvel Game Studios.
Remember when LucasArts actually did have game studios?
I remember that shit.
Yeah, we don't need that again.
Man.
No, what I'm saying is them not creating it. It's the same vein as Marvel Game Studios. They just lend it out. You know what I mean?
Shit. Nah, but I hope whatever it is, I'm willing to give games a chance. I hope EA gives these games a chance, but I don't trust it. So yeah. Let's move on from that to Twitch Prime is offering 21 free games in the month of July. 21 people. 21.
Yeah, I've been claiming that shit, dude.
So
it's a drought, so they're giving you shit.
Twitch Prime.
They're also
the reason why they're doing this is Prime Week is coming up. Yeah. That's not because it's dry.
Prime Day's today.
Yeah. But let me give you the list of games that are given away free. So
Prime Day is booty.
Oh man, can I at least get the list of games before you interrupt me? Damn it!
Everything except for the bad shit, though.
You get Pillars of Eternity Definitive Edition. I think y'all should try that. Metal Slug 3, The Last Blade. I'm gonna punch the shit out you. Twinkle Star Sprites, Cube 2, Battle Chief Brigade, Manual Samuel. I don't know what the fuck.
Never heard of that.
Next Up Hero, Orong or Limited. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Hold on, Sentry. What platform is this on?
I have no clue. PC, I think.
PC. You have to download Twitch's app to download the games.
Yeah,
okay.
It's whack.
You have Hugh, Deponia Doomsday, Observer, Tacoma, The Bridge, Brutal Legend. I advise everyone to try that game. The Red Strings Club, Tyranny, Broken Age, the Frame Collection, Serial Cleaner is the last game. So that's that man. I think that's about almost $200, $300 worth of games right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good month for Twitch people.
If y'all got that Twitch Prime, don't let this shit go to waste. Go buy it. I mean,
you gotta download that freaking whack ass browser thing.
That Trinity Prime, you heard?
Mm-hmm.
You heard me?
You heard.
Fuck yeah.
Wah.
Hey, but make sure y'all sub to my Twitch, hit the follow button.
Man, that's true. Right
Go watch all
yeah. Also, if you follow me on Twitch, Red Hood.
If y'all want to learn some,
and we're talking about Hard Hits Twitch right now.
No, you're talking about Red Hoods. Fuck that.
Oh man.
No, we're talking about the greatest Twitch of all time.
Shut the fuck up, Jigga. I'll beat you right now.
Yo, hey.
Who Jigga Strat?
No, hit up Jigga April. Y'all can watch me doing tardy, dog.
Hold on, let me get to the next topic. PlayStation View, they're increasing the subscription price. I don't care. I don't use that shit.
They also reduced the service. It's actually low-key fire, but they got rid of the channels.
I don't understand that then. Why increase?
They're raising prices, reducing channels. That's an L.
Because they tried to make a cable service when they didn't realize nobody ain't paying for cable no more.
No?
Yeah,
sure.
It's just people, paying for Netflix and Hulu and shit. That's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. This is gonna get Hardhead hyped. Bleach's Ichigo has joined Jump Force's roster.
I don't give a fuck about Ichigo.
Oh shit!
Wait, no, you need to fall back. Ichigo to God, dog.
I don't give a fuck about Ichigo.
No, you need to stop hating. Ichigo good.
Nobody watched that Bleach shit.
Whoa. What are you talking about, dog? Shut up.
That's good.
I need some of these characters from Taboo Tattoo in that shit, dog.
That anime was way overrated, dog.
I ain't say it was over. I ain't say it was fire. I ain't say it was trash. You just called it overrated. So you don't know what's overrated or not.
Yeah, I know it's overrated because I watched it.
Oh man, how you gonna say it's overrated though? Who did you hear call it fire, Jigga?
People I know. I ain't gonna put their name.
I'm gonna have to rename this episode into Hardhead and Jigga Beef the entire time.
It's Beef Team, dog.
Oh man.
Yo, Top Dog said Ichigo cleans Naruto and Goku's shoes.
Hey, Ichigo ain't shit, dog.
Ichigo is
gonna be the most trash character in the game, other than his super. His super gonna be bam, one hit kill.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Light wrecks everybody.
Light is not a playable character.
No, he's in there. Shit,
he shouldn't even be in the game.
I don't need you spreading fake news, sir.
Dude, he was in Jump Force. Fuck.
Light Yagami was not in Jump Force, sir. Fake news.
What the fuck?
Yo,
whatever, dude.
Just know as the host, I cannot condone the actions of one Hardhead 7th Ward.
Man. Yeah, dude.
He is not a playable character.
Well, why was he in the fucking trailer?
Fake news.
Exactly.
He is most likely the villain that you don't actually play as. Fake news.
I'm just saying, he'll kill everybody.
He probably just one of them villains that controls everybody on some shit.
Low-key, he sucks if he don't know your name though.
I mean, freaking Goku. I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure there's some shonen villain or hero that we're not thinking of that has a way to just look at people and get their names or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, by the way, before I forget to mention it, those of you who own Mario Tennis, there's 3 new characters coming free.
Oh man.
Fuck Mario Tennis.
All you have to do is play in the... No, he's saying that because he trash. I just beat Mario Tennis on the shitter right before the podcast.
Alright, so what do you think of that game? What do you think of that game?
The story mode was fucking great.
Nah, it's
but
good.
It ain't $60 great.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
not enough content
should be like 30, 40, dog.
I beat all the offline tournaments. I beat the whole adventure mode 100%. Literally every single racket, every single challenge. I beat them all in less. And how many? Let me see how many hours I got in the game. Hold on. I have 10 hours in Mario Tennis Aces.
Wow, 10 hours.
Yeah, you beat that in less than 10 hours.
And at least 3 or 4 of that is like fucking. It's fucking multiplayer.
Yeah, where he ducked me. Oh man.
Oh,
that sounds hockey kind of.
Yeah, it's not $60 worth of content unless you really Like if you have people that own the game, like friends and shit, and y'all gonna play that shit on a regular basis, it's lit.
Yeah.
Hold on. Also, Insomniac Spider-Man, their Peter Parker is gonna make its first comic appearance during the I almost said Spider-Verse. It's not Spider-Verse. Spider-Geddon comic run later this year. So
I'll be picking that up.
Oh, speaking of Spider-Man, did you hear that? Wait, what's the movie we watched last weekend for movie week? With Catcher something.
Nicolas Cage,
Nicolas Cage will be Spider-Man Noir.
Fuck.
N-I-O-R.
Neo.
Okay,
that's
N-O-I-R. Noir.
Noriega.
Bro, it's pronounced noir, like L.A. Noir.
You fucking uncultured swine, you.
Big facts.
Oh man, man's can't take a joke, dog.
Yo, I'm upset because I feel like they actually taught you that down there, bro.
Man's can't take a joke, dog.
Bro, good. I can believe they would.
I got an accent, dog. Why y'all fucking with me? Why y'all fucking with my accent?
What? If you don't, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you. Let's move on before I choke the shit out of Hardhead.
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah, who got a switch in here? I think it's Hardhead. Okay, so Red Hood, Strat.
Everybody except for your boys Sentry and Mez.
I think Mez has a switch.
Mez got a
switch. Oh well, man. Oh wait, Mez does have a.
So everybody except for me.
You think I'd be drifting circles in Mario Kart, bro?
Mez don't play with nobody. This man got 65 hours on Zelda and ain't played shit out.
Okay, I just got one question.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck does Wolfenstein 2 look like shit on the Switch? Can somebody explain to me what the fuck?
You know what? I was playing it this morning. It's actually not that bad. And
that sounds like
wait.
That's bad.
360p ain't that bad.
It's not that bad in portable mode. It's not that. It's playable. Considering I've never played the game before, I don't have
me watching a YouTube video in 360p. It's not that bad. No, you fucking know the difference.
It's a taxing ass game.
No, that's me watching a YouTube video.
What does it run at on PlayStation?
PlayStation? I don't fucking know, dude. I played that shit on PC.
1080p what?
1080p 60.
No, I highly doubt it runs at 60.
Yeah, it runs at 60 FPS.
I think that may be the pro version.
No, the regular version too.
No.
Wait, what game?
Wolfenstein 2.
Let me look it up.
Wait, you're breaking up, yeah.
We gonna look this shit up because Hardhead, like y'all can't defend this shit. I'm sorry, y'all can't.
Nope. I'll be home in like 3 minutes, by the way, guys.
Yeah, like it ain't nothing. It's alright.
I'm looking at the frame rate test real quick.
Wait, what game is it?
It's alright on
frames. What the fuck on PS4?
On handheld, but look, I'm about to launch it right now in docked mode. Hold on, dog. This shit looks garbage.
Didn't you just say?
Just about every game on the Switch looks better in handheld. Anybody can tell you that.
It was 30 FPS on the consoles, on every console.
Yeah, it's 60 FPS on every console.
That's
wow, okay.
That's impressive. So my question, like, bro, I'm tired of these excuses that people make for the Switch time as portable. I don't care at this point. There's no excuse for a game to be.
You don't care.
No, there's no excuse in general for.
That sounds like a you problem.
If it's a you problem, the shit, everybody's me at this moment in time. We are now Legion. Because, bruh, 360p is not acceptable in the year 2020.
That's bad.
Nintendo don't know how to make a 2018 console.
The Nintendo games are all good quality. I don't know.
The Nintendo games, yeah. The online on them is trash, but the Nintendo games look great.
I mean, the thing is that it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you make the game on the console and it runs like shit, people will be like, oh, it runs like shit. And then if you don't, they'll be like, oh, you can't even play that on your fucking system. So,
like, I own 2K and Wolfenstein. The only game that runs worse than those two games on the Switch is fucking WWE 2K.
Yeah, I heard that's terrible.
Okay, I need to get this clear. Is the Switch a handheld or is it a home console? Can we just get this over with?
Both. It's both.
It's both. I use the dock all the time. all the time.
Like
No,
this
'cause-
game
no,
is
that's not because-
unplayable in dock mode, dog. I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
I don't buy multi-plat though. I don't buy multi-plats on it.
Wait,
I buy
wait.
indies and I buy Nintendo games.
No, the reason I asked is because Top Dog said it's a handheld. I just need to know so we can get the messaging clear. Because I'm tired of people trying to damage control this shit.
It's
What
a
is it?
hybrid.
He's not right, but he's not wrong. 'Cause
Okay.
both.
Because if that's the case, then it's not acceptable at all, regardless of the case.
Listen, man,
I don't know.
playing your third-party games on there anyway. Play your
Yeah,
indie
me
games
either.
on there. Your, Nintendo
I can play
games
whatever
on
the
there.
fuck I want to play on my Switch.
Oh shit, man! Chill out, man.
I mean, that is kind of weird though. It's
I
like you
play
got,
what I want on my
you can
Switch.
play Wolfenstein on the Xbox,
I watch my
PS4.
Hulu on my Switch. Y'all need to stop fucking hating, though.
Oh yeah,
I play games because I play them at 144 frames
It's
per
not
second.
my fault. It's not my fault the third-party games run that bad on the Switch. I don't have a problem with it though because I can play this game at the barbershop if I fucking feel like it.
Yo, you really be bringing your Switch out to the barbershop?
Yup,
Yeah,
I
dude,
brought
you
my
get
Switch
your-
to the barbershop
Yeah,
yesterday.
I love that shit, dude.
So
I play
basically-
my Switch at the barbershop. Facts.
I
Do
can't
they roast
do
you?
that. I
Fuck
can't do
no.
that.
Put
I'm at the
on
I'm
roasting
at
for
somewhere
bringing
like
$300
that. I'm trying to have a
$300.
conversation with somebody. I'm not trying to be there.
That's what
paying
I'm
them
saying.
time.
I'm trying to have an actual
You
conversation.
telling me,
No,
telling me you don't know how to talk and play games?
I have
I
never-
know, dude, that's like hella awkward.
You can't talk and play a game at the same time. I
I
just
never-
drove all the way home while I'm talking to y'all. What's the problem?
That's not
He
the
ain't
issue.
saying that's a problem.
You think some
I'm
dude at the
saying
barbershop
it's-
had to get in his feelings because you playing a video game while having a conversation with him?
I
No,
just
I'm
think
just
that's
Yeah.
foolish.
hella awkward.
Some people would. Some people would.
Fuck them.
Them people ain't grown if they getting in their feelings about that shit. Simple as that.
Facts.
Wrong. Goddamn. No, but it's a weird look to me that people keep defending that in particular game's not running well, and they don't. And this is my thing: they're not holding Nintendo or the developer accountable because it's a mixture of both. It's not just one person. That's what irks me about it.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not like it's a bad port though. It's the best they could do with the hardware.
Blame Nintendo. Facts.
I don't know.
Yeah, man, let's just get on with it.
I just realized we had
Like,
720p today, Century.
Huh?
We had 720p today, dog.
We wasn't before.
Oh man.
I thought Google Hangouts always 720p.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Is
like.
it?
Yeah.
I had no clue.
This man,
I
We
never
need to
did
stop-
that.
we need to stop talking about resolutions for somebody to get clapped out of here, bro.
Well, that's
Oh
the same.
man. Why y'all accepting 720p on your YouTube streams, dog? It's spooky out here.
That's
Man.
Google. That's not our fault.
That's not on my end. Shit. Man, let's move on. UFC 3. Who played it?
Nobody.
I did, yeah.
Meds did actually.
Of course,
yeah.
Mez did. Okay, if y'all didn't know this, Mez is a avid mixed martial arts fan. So much so,
And a mixed martial artist myself. Don't get it twisted.
yes, and that
I'll
too.
be more on my fade though.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm joking, dog. I'm a little
I
bit
like how he retracted this statement so quick. He's like, I don't want no smoke. I don't want it. But nah, they are releasing UFC 3 with a new Icon edition, and it adds 5 new legends to the roster. Now let me go find out who these 5 people are because I do not know and I do not give a fuck about the UFC like that.
It adds Tito Ortiz. It adds who else? It's some guys who don't fight in the UFC anymore.
Yeah.
All right,
Old as fuck.
so all legendary people that nobody know about because they ain't watched the UFC until 2009.
Well, some of these people they're still well known.
I'm talking about the general populace.
Why are you out here trying to pull a 2K, dog? EA, you can't do it.
I'm trying to think.
I don't feel like the UFC is big enough for them to do, like, I don't know, maybe they can get away with it. I don't know.
They can. They
It's
definitely
not.
can.
It's not big enough. It's not big enough. Those games don't sell very well.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring it up. Also, before we move on to topics, UFC wise, didn't something wild just happen? I just wanted to bring it up because Miz is here. I know he cared. Didn't somebody
Yeah, what's
just
up?
get like thrown out of a fight because of an injury of some sort?
He was experiencing concussion-like symptoms, which
Oh.
means, if you ask me, it means that recently in training he got knocked out.
So
And that
he got his
happens
ass
sometimes. Sometimes not your ass beat, but sometimes while you're sparring, preparing for a fight, you get fucked up, And that's actually why I never became a fighter, because, you know, I suffered a lot of injuries during training. And it happens. It happens to the best of them. And it happened to the world champion of the world at featherweight. And he's out of his fight this weekend, which I'm highly upset about. But his health is paramount.
Okay. This is just
before we move on, I want to revisit something because this is already a topic I've had to discuss multiple times.
It's at the end. Wait, it's at the end.
And no. This is in chat right now in the Spectres Discord about apparently people think if you're playing a Switch, you can't get the females, fam.
Oh no.
God, nonsense!
I'm gonna fall back on this one. You got it.
Like people think it's a problem to bring your Switch to the beach. Like,
no, that is a problem. You at the beach, you go to the beach, bro. Not to play no video games at the beach. I gotta stop you right there.
Bro.
I gotta stop you right there. Before you go any further,
she don't want to come upstairs.
You're not gonna play no games, bro. Stop.
She's telling me she is gonna want to come upstairs and smash, though.
Listen, I know what you mean by
ride your Mario Kart, though.
What? Okay, this is
same thing at the barbershop. Top Dog just said.
No.
Top Dog just said, and I quote, "Man, too many hot mamas coming at the barbershop. I ain't trying to play no games looking like a nerd. My God, when she see you with that Switch in your hand, she gonna want to play with you."
Okay, my first problem with this, my boy, if you at the beach, there's too much ass on the beach for you to be worrying about a goddamn Switch.
Bro, I don't even be on my phone at the beach, let alone my Switch.
Yo, but most people,
if I'm looking at my Switch at the beach, I'm a bitch. I'm sorry.
If you go to the beach with your girl, which many of us do, like if you look at ass, you dead later, bro. Come on now.
Okay, that's true.
Listen. I'm single. I can get away with that.
All right,
I can too.
A lot of us ain't though.
Listen, if I'm at the beach, the last thing on my mind is the fucking Switch. I'm trying to swim. I'm trying to talk to my girl.
Excuse me.
Bro, I'm trying to pull some game with the Switch, dog. It's okay. I'm gonna show y'all motherfuckers one day. Y'all gonna be like, this man Hardhead really went to the Switch and really went to the beach and pulled the girl with the Switch, dog.
Wait.
She gonna make my Mario sunshine, dog.
Oh my God! Hold on, I got one question. Hardhead, I got one question. Do y'all have a rooftop in New York? Y'all got a rooftop?
Oh man, we're not taking a Switch to the rooftop parties, dog.
Yes, you are, motherfucker. Do y'all even got one? That's my question. I don't think y'all got rooftops no more.
Dog. You know they struck.
I will give us some of that Splatoon too, though, dog.
Oh my God! These euphemisms is getting on my nerves.
Look, it's all right. She gonna love that Mario Odyssey I take on.
What? Okay. Nah, get it out. No, get it out.
Cringy, my man.
Get it out. Get it out your system before I move on to the next topic. Get it out your system.
Oh man, I think I'm done, dog.
No,
you're gonna get mad at him. Pokemon. Those text messages from that girl Celeste.
Oh man. Hey, but she gonna really love when I give her this Attack on Titan, dog.
That's a big fact.
Oh my God.
Hey,
I'm gonna show her all the way my Octopath travels, dog.
Damn, why you steal my shit, dog? He stole my shit, dog.
She gonna really get hit with that sushi striker, man.
Dude, I'm done, dude.
Yo, whose son is this?
Yo, that pussy gonna be KO'd after I punch it out.
Oh man,
yes.
Okay,
gonna have her ass buku overcooked, man.
Hey,
can we go to the next topic, man?
Let's move on. We gotta go. So the next topic is something interesting that happened the last, I want to say 48, maybe 72 hours. If you've heard of the MMO Guild Wars 2,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you played it, and I love the game to death, I haven't played it in years, but I love it to death. Two of the writers were fired after they got into an argument with a fan on Twitter.
Oh wow, that's a shitty reason to get fired.
Okay, what did they say specifically?
It's a long ass. It's like a long thread of shit. Like this woman was going off. I mean, basically, she came down to the point of it's very hard to create compelling characters in an MMO. And then a fan called Dior, which I'm trying to see if I'm saying this right. Dior, yeah. He said, really interesting thread to read. However, allow me to disagree slightly. I don't believe the issue lies in the MMORPG, because I am struggling today. I am BG. Genre itself. as your wording seems slightly to suggest. I believe the issue lies in the constraints of a living story's narrative design. And then this woman proceeds to type, today in being a female game dev, allow me, a person who does not work with you, explain to you how to do your job.
Damn.
So it escalated quickly.
That was quick.
It really got out of hand fast.
And apparently another one of her co-workers got involved.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
In which it became a big thing on the Guild Wars 2 Reddit. So on the
people gotta stop trying to tell devs how to do their fucking job. You don't know shit. You want to outside looking in. Just stop that. It's like trying to tell somebody how to manage their own relationship.
But do we know? So we know for a fact that fan was like an actual dev or some shit like that.
No, the fan is not a dev. He's just
okay.
It was just a fan who he was offering an opposing opinion to further the discussion. Basically, he doesn't have a problem with anybody. She just went off the rocket. She's like, fuck it. And this is his and this is the person's response, male or female, we do not know. In a world where discussion should be encouraged and not belittled, yet the opposite becomes reality. I've apparently found myself in the midst of a war I never intended to partake in. Disappointed, that is all. Hashtag I am a feminist.
Wait, a man said that?
No, the person who was in the argument, well, not the argument, in the discussion with the woman who said today in being a female game dev. In which she fell out the rock. So this person identifies with the female suffrage, and this person was shot at by the female suffragists, which is wild as shit to me. So
you can lose a lot of respect in your argument for saying something like that.
I am a feminist. I don't know.
That's Red Hood, we no longer friends. All right, let's move on.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
But I do not sound like Bismarck.
Yo, this man Mez gets home, cracks open a beer real quick.
Oh yeah.
No. But basically, the dev fired the two people, and they gave this response. We are committed to fostering an open, constructive dialogue with our community around our games. Earlier this week, 2 of our employees failed to uphold the standards of communication. They are no longer with the company. So yeah,
Hey, Top Dog said he disagreed with what you said.
He's saying he didn't tell her to do her job.
Yeah.
Wait. I never said
the woman that got fired was also celebrating.
No, she said that. I never said that.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
He said that. She said, "Don't tell me how to do my job." I never said that.
Oh man, spooky dog.
But she was insinuating that the person who was responding to her was telling her how to do her job, in which that was not the case at all.
I think he missed the word "how." I don't know.
Man, Top Dog, I'm gonna fight you, dog.
Yeah, he meant how to do her job. Yeah,
I told you I was going through BG things. I told you ahead of time. Can't act like I did. Can't act like I didn't. But let's move on to what is the? Oh no, not this topic. So yeah, I might have to fight some people on this topic. The Game Critic Award winners.
Okay.
I don't care about their opinion, so yeah.
Same here.
If it ain't Octopath, I don't give a fuck.
I didn't even hear about this.
I think Octopath did win a couple. Let me go check. I'm trying to find the exact list, but I know that Anthem won Game of the Show somehow, some way, which was impressive to me. Yeah, it did. Okay, there it is. So the best game of the show was Resident Evil 2 Remake, which looks amazing in my opinion.
Facts.
Yeah. Best original game was Dreams, which has no release date yet. Wild.
And I haven't seen no gameplay. That game's spooky as fuck.
Well, that's the thing. Gameplay. Wait. This is the thing about Dreams. Dreams is a creation engine. So gameplay. You technically saw gameplay during the Sony conference with the cutaways and shit.
Oh yeah, the little videos they played in between was like
that's technically considered gameplay.
But fantastic. Does that mean Unreal Engine 4 is game of the decade? Like I don't know, man. Fuck that game. It's gonna sell 19 copies and flop.
I mean, Sony will probably let their game flop and then let their studio stay open. They don't give a shit. Best console game went to Marvel's Spider-Man.
Yeah, facts.
Best VR game was Tetris Effect.
Hey man, Tetris lit, boy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. People were hating on that shit.
Bro, anybody hating on Tetris could kick rocks, man. Tetris is the greatest game of all time. Fight me.
Yeah, that shit looks hella trippy though. That shit looked cool.
Y'all can have that, dog. I'm good.
Oh boy.
I will have it, and I will enjoy it.
Best PC game, Anthem. I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like
No,
How?
You can't do that.
Wait, you're gonna hear Anthem again soon. Best hardware / peripheral, Xbox Adaptive Controller, which I think should have won that because it makes sense.
I can't deny that.
Ain't nothing else was there, so fuck.
Where are the games, Microsoft? We just announced 17 studios. Where are the games at? Best action game, Anthem.
Huh.
Best action adventure game, Spider-Man.
Okay.
Best RPG, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, facts.
Wait,
Do hard.
What is this? These ain't even come out yet. What the hell?
Oh my god!
This is
It's for E3.
Oh, all right.
Hasn't played a main entry Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, I have a
Digital
problem with
fall
this one.
back harder.
I have a personal problem with this.
Kingdom Hearts
Best fighting game, Smash Brothers Ultimate. That's not a fighting game, G.
Smash Brothers is not a fighting game. Fight me.
No, it is. It is.
No, it's not.
Y'all a bunch of haters.
No, I'm not a hater because I love Smash Brothers. It's not a fighting game.
Hold on. The problem with saying Smash is a fighting game is Smash does not have anything to constitute it being a fighting game.
PlayStation All Stars is a fighting game.
No.
No.
Oh man.
Did you think we were gonna say yes to that?
Yeah. What kind of shit is that? Listen, bro. It doesn't take away. Like people take that as disrespect. Like I'm slandering Smash Bros. I fucking love Smash Bros. Smash Bros.
I have no issue with Smash, but
Smash Bros. 64. I played it
if it's not a fighting game?
1,000 hours. It's not a fighting game, bro.
As the creator said, it's an action game.
Yeah, even Sakurai says it's not a fighting game. So
PlayStation All Stars is a fighting game.
No, it's not.
Oh god.
A fighting game has frame data. Those games do not have frame data of the sort. A fighting game has frame traps. Those games don't have frame traps like that. I can go down the list as someone who's played fighting games almost all their fucking life. It does not qualify.
They all run at 60 frames per second. That's good enough for me.
All right. So Rocket League runs 60 frames too, I guess.
Shit, what the fuck you mean,
Rocket League is a sports game, sir.
Oh, okay. You know what? Moving on.
It is though.
We gonna move back to this list. Best racing game, Forza Horizon 4. I think it was the only racing game there.
Yeah.
Best sports game.
The Crew was there too. So
fuck the Crew.
Fuck that game.
Man, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Did you play The Crew? No, shut the fuck up.
Why would I play a trash game?
I just want to say that.
Man, here we go again, dog. You call it a game trash you haven't played. How many times do I have to fucking do this, dog?
Do what? You ain't proving shit.
You're calling a game trash.
Dude, listen. I played it at a
You can't call it trash if you haven't played it.
Game on Xbox
You can't
One,
call it trash. You just said you didn't play it.
No, I didn't own the game.
Which one is a lie, sir?
Me not owning the game. I did not fucking own the game.
No, I asked you if you played it.
Oh my gosh.
Which one is a lie,
I played
sir?
it on the Xbox One.
Which one is a lie, sir?
Which one's a lie? There's no fucking lie.
There's a lie. You just said two contradicting statements. Which one is a lie, sir?
Because I was freaking tired. What do you want from me? I had double shifts.
Receipts. And remember this man never played The Crew, dog.
No, I played it at my friend's house.
The best sports game was FIFA 19.
Boo.
Best strategy game, Total War 3 Kingdoms.
Boo.
Best family social game, and my family of y'all fuckboys gonna be playing it with me when it come out. Overcooked 2.
GTFO?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta get a Switch for that, dog.
I ain't getting a Switch. We playing that shit on PC.
No, man, Xbox. What you talking about?
Oh man, I ain't buying it on PC, dog.
Y'all better get Overcooked on PC. We streaming this shit.
Getting it on the Switch, dog. Oh
Man, you hotel.
Hey, if it got PvP, I'll fuck with it though.
Wait, is it coming to PC? Is it on PC?
Wait, what game?
I know it had PvP like in the first one, but you had to play local and shit.
I think
Is it on PC?
Like I used to play Overcooked on SharePlay PvP. That shit
No,
was fun as fuck.
Overcooked has online play this time. Overcooked 2? Yeah, it does.
I'm saying I just want to make sure they bring
that
back
crossplay
PvP.
though.
Maybe.
Oh man, you don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
Don't you?
If you talk about crossplay again on the podcast,
Don't you start this? You don't care about crossplay, sir.
Facts.
I was looking for another set of headphones I could wear, but I couldn't find one.
man, you gonna have to keep wearing them joints that look like some Walkmans.
Hey man, these are Bose, man. All right, these cost bread.
Man, how
Oh,
much
man,
bread?
sorry.
$2?
No,
Nah,
Bose
like
is
150,
expensive, dog. What are you
my nigga.
talking about?
I ain't never
Bose,
bought.
my nigga.
You know
Like,
how many? I don't buy nothing but earbuds. I barely use them shits as is.
Nah, what I was looking for was earbuds, but I can't find my earbuds right now.
Man, sitting on them. Nah, I'm playing.
Bose is like the Fruit Loops of the headphone industry. Dog.
Yeah, they are.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say it's the Apple because It's good, but it's not as good as the price suggests.
I agree with that.
Me, I think the best audio files to get for headphones are the Sony WH-1000.
Because
audio technical stuff.
Sennheiser.
I have gauges and shit.
Wait.
To show off my gauges or whatever.
Wait. Hold off on talking about headphones. Hold off on talking about headphones. We're going to do that another week because I got an idea for that. Best online multiplayer, Battlefield 5.
Ew.
Best independent game. Best independent game, Ori and the Will of the Wisp. The only Microsoft.
Octopath wasn't at E3. Fuck.
That's not an independent.
That's published by Square Enix. Like what?
Wait, is that being published by Square Enix?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's the same team behind Bravely Default.
Yeah,
Why
it's the Square Enix publisher.
Why does man got a Naruto tattoo, dog?
Because I love Naruto and I got that with a fire.
Man, sorry to hear that, dog.
Oh, wait, Jigga, you like Naruto?
But I mean,
Jigga, we gonna talk about this after the podcast. Best ongoing game, Fortnite.
Oh yes.
Nah, boo. Fortnite.
Yes.
Fuck Fortnite.
Fortnite, cause PUBG is trash.
Okay. Special
another war for their life. Yeah.
Special commendation for graphics went to Cyberpunk.
I was about to say I've seen that one.
And Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep, I agree with that.
Special commendation for sound, Last of Us Part 2, and special commendation for innovation, Cyberpunk 2077. That was the list of awards that went
Now that I think about it, it is an innovative game because ain't nobody really did a game like that.
How many Xbox games in that lineup, bro?
One, dog.
One. Well, yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
Well, two.
Wait, Forza has to get nominated.
Yeah, Forza.
Just because it was the only good racing game at E3. The fuck?
I mean, listen, man. Forza. Say what you want about Forza, man. Forza's great.
It was the only good racing game at E3.
Let's say Forza Horizon. I don't really fuck with the Forza mainline series.
I don't like series trash.
Yeah, I don't like Sims. I don't like racing Sims. But Forza Horizon lit. Every year.
Oh man, that just don't race me in the game. And if you don't fuck with Sims, you don't want to play against people who actually do in the arcade game.
I mean, I do because
I got people DMing me on a daily basis trying to beat my times on the crew, dog. Like, come on. You don't don't touch the Sims, don't play against people who do.
Bro, but the same rules do not apply.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Oh my god, yes, they do.
No, they don't, man.
The driving rules definitely apply. It's physics. It's not just driving. There's physics involved.
If a game is arcade,
if you don't understand the physics, yes, you can still. If you know the physics of driving, you can dominate. Oh man.
Man,
I'm gonna let the cars speak for themselves, dog. Fuck.
All right, can I move on to the next topic before y'all try to clap each other over some games?
We can see what's up in like what is it, October? We can see what's up.
Oh man, drive
I
off.
put my money on Meds.
Meds look like he can hit a million corner.
I put my money on Jigga.
Hey, bro, I drive a stick shift in real life, bro.
Oh shit,
I do too, motherfucker.
Tokyo drifting.
I know how to drive rigs. I know how to drive forklifts, dog. That don't mean shit.
Hey, but these girls drive my stick shift, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Jacob, why you say this shit?
Rigs, 4x4s, forklifts.
Look, these dudes talking to
all of it, dog.
I drove an 18 with like age 14, bro.
I just said a rig. Yeah, I've been driving U-Haul since 15, dog.
Okay, we moving on. I don't want to hear this shit anymore.
Let's carry on.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, because I don't know how to say his name correctly.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey, listen, his mama shouldn't have named him some difficult shit from Greece, man. I don't know.
She should have.
Some difficult shit that black men from America don't know how to pronounce. Listen, I ain't gonna hold him.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, bro. That's it.
So this man has achieved greatness. He is the cover athlete for 2K19.
I'm getting a LeBron version, so I ain't gonna see that.
Let's give him a tennis clap for that.
Whoever put the poster of LeBron in a Cavs jersey in GameStop is getting fired.
Nah, bro, that shit was so funny because they put the sticker on it.
They tried not to put him on the cover this time because they fucked that up with Kyrie last year.
That's true.
They still found a way to fuck it up again.
Yeah, man, listen, never mind. Carry on.
Oh man, you was about to say something about LeBron. We're gonna talk about LeBron.
I love LeBron, but carry on. Let's carry on.
LeBron the GOAT.
Man, all I can say
LeBron is the GOAT. He's the greatest basketball player of all time.
All I can say is this. 2K19 better not be 2K17 or 18, or I'm not buying it. Which means I'm not buying it.
It's gonna be worse, man.
Which means I'm not buying it.
Like the game, DMV fan, I need a.
It's just a fucking All of the microtransactions, man, they've ruined that game last year.
DMV fan, I need a link to that, whether or not that's true, dog. Because if so, I'm going by like I'm buying it on every console possible, dog.
Bro, if
it's coming to PC. It's coming to PC.
Oh, I'm already getting them. I wasn't gonna get it day one, but if Antonio Brown on the cover, I'm gonna get it just to have it, dog.
Oh man.
Well, I had no problem with 2K microtransactions because I didn't use them, but
they are egregious this time.
Like,
they were really bad. I don't play the story mode. Like I only play against friends. But still, like for the people that I know that they like the story mode and they like playing, all that.
It just got added last year.
I know they don't like that shit. I know that they don't like it.
There's a lot.
It just got added last year. I'm just saying, Madden games been getting made. They haven't. Last time they did a story.
We talking 2K. We talking 2K.
What you talking about Madden for?
No, because in the chat we started talking about Madden for a second.
No, but not that. I'm talking about in terms of like story modes of Madden. Madden's not super egregious because like they don't force microtransactions on the story. They want you to do Ultimate Team. It's never in like the single player portion of
you can really dominate Ultimate Team without ever spending $1 or $2.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
I love how they did that, though.
I can say this about EA. EA in some aspects, though we hate them, they know how to monetize the game so you'll actually want to play it to a degree.
Except for Battlefront.
Battlefront.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, no, I didn't trash. They just
no, the game wasn't trash, but the progression was.
Yeah, so
it honestly shouldn't even existed in a game like that. It should have been on some Lord of the Rings Conquest shit.
But no, let's keep it real.
Look what they tried to do.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how many of y'all agree with this. I would rather them, instead of trying to hire some actors or all this other stuff, take that money and just make my career into like what everybody wants it to be. Like add like the D League, G League. Add so like we could actually like sign in trades, like actually have a life as a player, actually have it so I have a house and not like a facade of a house.
Like, so you want it like more simmy, like okay, like let me go shopping for a house, like I don't know. Like
I think honestly, some sim would be good for
that could be lit. That could be lit.
I feel like
you avoid the groupies, find like a good wifey. I don't know.
Like there's a lot of stuff that they could be doing with 2K. Like
and actually, the Kardashians come at you like Tristan Thompson.
Oh man. If they put a Kardashian in the game, they instantly turn all your stats down.
The drug life in there. Players overdosing and shit.
If your overall was 80, it goes down to a 64.
Oh my gosh.
Your overall 99, you instantly down to 0.
Oh, well, let's not go that far.
Your player can actually die.
Oh no, not that far. I think that some sim would be good though.
That'd be hilarious.
I feel like if you remember the old NBA games by Sony, the Sony San Diego made called The Life, NBA The Life. I feel like if they made those games more like those games, like aspects of that, I feel like those would be really good.
I used to buy those for PSP. They had the NBA series that Sony made.
Oh,
yeah. Those were good.
I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah, that was like 08, 09.
It came out on the PS2 and PS3 as well, but I used to play them on the PSP. Those were nice.
Yeah, I feel like
it was kind of like a The Show type of game.
Yeah, and I feel
it was the same studio. It was the same studio.
I feel like those types of games, like the aspects of those, I feel like could really lend well to like making a 2K game better. But they're probably not going to do it.
But yeah, with if I wanted to, I can combine like elements from current live and 2K and just make the perfect game, dog.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Let's move on to some news that I like, and I remember watching the video. BG, shout out to Brooklyn Skill Tree, Brooklyn Duck Tree.
No, fuck that dude, bro.
Brooklyn, I don't know how to throw my PS4 out the window tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I thought like it was okay, but everybody disagrees with me, and I'm just like, he did it, so he held up true to the bid, in my opinion.
It wasn't even a throw; it was a toss, my guy. But I guess
it wasn't even a toss; it was a drop. It was.
It's like look. Y'all see my phone? Like, look at where my phone's at now. This is what he did, right there.
Look at where my switch is now.
You see where it went? Look, slow motion. I'm gonna give y'all the slow motion. He did like this.
That's dog. That doesn't count, bro. That doesn't count.
Is that Octopath Traveler right here?
He said as long as that's
yeah, that game not even out yet, dog.
No, you got a demo. What the fuck?
I downloaded the demo. I already played it.
We straight off the topic, quick as fuck, dog.
Oh man, y'all hype as fuck. I wish I had this energy last week when I was the only one yelling with a fucked up mic.
Hey,
what are you talking about?
Wait. Anybody realize Century Mike hasn't fucked up all day?
Yeah, I got a new cord.
Yeah, because he got new cord.
You got a new splitter.
They could have done this months ago.
I could have.
Really could have. Y'all could have just hit the button, let the man get his new splitter, dog.
Hey man, real quick before we get to the topic, you can't spell scumbag without BG. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit!
So let me.
Hey, I got love for the big boss, dog.
Hey, I got love for BG too, bro. He's a New York City brother. I'm a New York City brother myself.
All I can say is this: should Sony bring back SOCOM?
Hell yeah!
I'm
gonna say yes.
No. Wait. I think
as a free to play
one more chance. I think we should give them one more. If they add a battle royale to it, I'm giving up on the game altogether. But
thanks.
But I think we should give them one more chance. SOCOM 4 was the only hit and miss for SOCOM.
Okay, first of all, who's them?
Because the studio's dead.
Yeah.
Let one of the Sony. Well, let's see.
They have a new studio coming.
Also, Hardhead. SOCOM Confrontation was trash.
No, it was not.
Wait. I can't agree.
I played that shit on a daily basis. That game.
I'll say this. Confrontation at launch was trash. After that, it was not.
It had a learning curve to it. Quite the learning curve too.
But I still think the pinnacle of the series is still 2. SOCOM 2 is the pinnacle.
I would say 3.
No, because 3 had the big maps.
SOCOM was lit. We need
the
to
thing
get
is with 3, more people had online at the time, so more people was online.
Now, Confrontation is when most people was online.
Well,
but that game was bad.
The game wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah,
it was very much good.
But
y'all some haters, though.
I feel
no
like
taste.
I feel like if they gave it to their new San Diego studio, I would want people from I would want people from the original team on that team to work on it. But I feel like there's people around still. I don't know where they work, but there's a lot.
I mean, you can find them.
Because honestly, I feel like the industry is missing a game like that, something that's actually tactical. But that's just me.
What about Rainbow Six?
That game is not tactical.
Oh man, you hate
Rainbow Six is a good game. Like I'm gonna need to stop hating.
No, it's a decent game, but we cannot call a game tactical where it has wall hacks built into a character. That's not tactical. I'm sorry, it's not. That's me saying, "Oh, let me press this button." Oh, I see everybody. Fuck that. That doesn't take skill. That's
but there's counters to that though.
But that can be what? Somebody can never pick the counter for it. That's the problem. There's nothing in the game that says my skill should prevail off the rip of that. You can't overcome knowing where someone is at all times.
When Rainbow comes out with a new character, and mind you, I'm not sticking it for Rainbow because honestly, I don't play the game. But like a lot of my best friends play the game, and like sometimes I go in and I play with them, and they fill me in. Like a lot of times they release a new character, and it's like holy fuck, there's no counter to this. But then the next character that they release is the counter to that character, so it evens out eventually. Like sometimes
they always add a character that already has a counter. Especially in Rainbow.
I don't remember the names of the character, but there was a character. She was an Asian girl. I think it was an Asian girl. Well, I think she made your phone ring or some shit like that.
Yeah, she already has a counter.
Yeah. But at the time when it came out, there wasn't a counter for it, and then you had to wait for the counter to come out.
That's power creep as fuck.
No, she had. I'm trying to remember who the fuck it was. Who does the fucking EMPs? I can't fucking remember. God damn it.
I don't remember because I haven't played in like 8 months.
I haven't played since it first came out.
Whoever does the EMPs counters that shit. Hit her with it. You got to hit her with it so she can't use her shit.
I'm in the Gerudo Desert right now.
And all you got to do, the only other thing she can do is take over cameras. As soon as you hear that she's taking over cameras, you shoot a camera out. Wow, she can't see shit no more.
Wait, Nez, what you doing? You gonna get us copyright shit by Nintendo? Fall back.
Oh,
no, you don't see me on the screen.
We can hear it, dog.
Nah, but I got 2 more topics. The last one's gonna be a doozy, and we get the fuck out of here and enjoy our weekends. COD pretty much confirmed the next gen console. So they were like, yeah, the next COD is gonna probably be for next gen consoles, and they're talking about the Call of Duty after this year's Black Ops 4. So Infinity Ward is making the next gen Call of Duty. How do we feel about this?
And that's next year, then, right?
I mean, how am I supposed to feel about it?
So wait, so it's not going to be 2020 then?
Bro, next gen comes next year. I've been telling guys like Hardhead who keep on saying it's 2021. Bro,
It was never
2019, bro. Like you're
I
living
said
in
a 2020 announcement with a 2021 release.
And you're and Hardhead, you're my brother. You're wrong, homeboy. Like the last gen was extra long because of the economic crisis that happened in 2008. Like gens, like how many years between the Xbox and 360? 4.
5.
No, it was 4. 2001 to 2005. Like
no, I'm thinking about the PS3 because like I'm thinking about it's 4 between that because they launched early.
From PlayStation 2 to 3, it was 6. However, like it's gonna be the latest 2020. It's not gonna be 2021, bro. Yeah. Like
they're launching
at the end of the day.
Sorry to cut you off, Miss. It's either we announce the actual thing next year and we release it late next year or early next year.
4 was announced in March 2013 and it was launched in November 2013. That's exactly what I feel like, and I could be wrong. Quote this podcast. Is going to happen next year in 2019. They're going to announce the shit in March. Why do you think they only had 4 games to show this year? Because this is the fucking tail end of the generation.
Yeah,
it's over.
We know that already.
No, exactly. It's not. No, we know that, but people keep assuming that it's going to go past that.
Yeah, it's not. It's not 2020. It's not 2021. This is it. It's over, dog.
They've even this is the thing that fucks me up. When Sony told you that it was in its twilight years, nobody believed them. I'm like, if anybody would tell you the truth at this point about what they're doing at Sony, they have nothing to lose by doing that. Because the only thing that tells it signals to Nintendo and Microsoft, oh, we have to start working on our next shit, or if we're not already working on the next shit, okay, they've either been working on it or they're about to announce something soon. Why do you think Phil Spencer came out on stage and said we're working on a new Xbox? I'm like, bro, we know. Everybody knew. It's not news.
Exactly.
I mean, that's news to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up,
dude. As soon as they release the next console, they're already working on the next console.
Except for in Microsoft's case, where they have to explain to people why they need to buy a console after the one, and I don't want to be in their shoes. That's
they gotta come out with something real good, you know.
It was 2 consoles, Century.
I mean, I don't count the revision of the S as a new console.
The S is the only one that had the 4K support, so.
I mean, I don't count that as a revision, though. It's just a revision. I don't count that as a whole new console, whereas the X could be considered a whole new console.
A lot of people will
go ahead.
Nah, never mind. I had a burp coming. Never mind. A lot of people will feel burned by the X. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, that will push even more people towards the PS5 because it's like, yo, in 2017, you sold me a fucking new console that you said was like next gen, but not next gen. So I bought it, and now you expect me to buy a new console in 2019. So in 2019, people are going to be buying PS5, man. And if Xbox releases the next Xbox in 2019, I mean, people will buy it. It will sell. But a lot of people who bought the Xbox One X in 2017, they are going to feel burned. They definitely will feel burned. And they can't afford to wait a whole nother year because if you wait for PlayStation to get a whole fucking year ahead of you, dog, you're fucking dead in the water.
It's beyond that. You cannot let Sony have a head start on you at all.
Exactly. You're dead in the water. And that's exactly why Xbox 360 launched in 05 and not in 06. And even then, when you look at the fucking totals at the end in 2013, PlayStation 3 actually beat 360.
Yep, towards the end.
Yeah, like at the beginning, it was a huge gap, but they ended up catching up at the end. And Xbox can't afford that, so they have to release in 2019. And a lot of Xbox people that bought the X, they're gonna get burned. They're gonna feel burned.
Yeah,
not really. They'll be fine.
I don't know, man. I've been hearing some X owners have said like, "Are you shitting me? We already got like that little announcement at." The E3 for Xbox's press conference that they're making another Xbox, and I just spent $500. There's some people that legit, spent $500 on launch with the revision with the S and also an X.
But the console is going to be fully backwards compatible, so
forwards.
I mean,
forward and backwards compatible. So most of them don't really care.
But the
they feel like they're getting their money's worth out of the console.
That's how they're going to get away with it. That's the PR spin they're going to get away with.
Because you can just say, "Oh, you can play all your old games." My thing is that's built in because of the architecture of.
However, just
but
like the. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Because we're about to say the same point.
Okay. Basically, the way I see it, it's just like with your iPhones or whatever. Like, I'm not a mobile gamer or whatever. Like, I play my Switch, but in terms of like playing on a phone, eventually, like if you have a too old an iPhone, it won't work. But if you have an iPhone from the last 2 generations, the games will work. So Microsoft is going to tell you, like, listen, this game is going to work on your Xbox, but only if it's an X and the next Xbox, whatever they call it. Like, your original Xbox and your Xbox One X won't play this, but this will play it. And that's how they're going to do cross-gen, because the original Xbox One is too weak. And that's how they're going to say, like, oh, yeah, this game will work on your current console to try to make people that bought the X not feel burned. Because the Xbox One X was a huge leap in terms of GPU, but in terms of CPU, it's the exact same CPU, just a little bit overclocked. Yep. Yeah. So they're going to have to try to do that, because otherwise the Xbox people, they're going to be mad.
Like, it just puts it in perspective, like, how fucked they really were during that time period, and just how much that they wanted to get rid of the power argument, which themselves made into a thing. Like, I'll say this. It irks me when we're talking about everything except for what gaming is about, and which is the games. And I'll just leave it at that, and we can move on. It just irks me.
I mean, last generation, that's why I fucked with Xbox 360. I fucked with Xbox 360 because, I mean, now I'm a PC gamer. And that's
but they
why
have the games.
Yeah, me as a PC gamer, every game that comes out on everything, I buy it on PC. Because then I play it at 144 hertz, you know what I'm saying? I play it at 144 FPS. But last gen, PS3 games ran like shit. And 360 games ran awesome. And that's why, even though PS3 ended up having some super solid exclusives, I fucked with 360 because they had the best multi-plats, and those are the games that I played the most.
Man, all I can say is I don't envy Microsoft. They got work ahead of them. Last topic, and we can get the fuck out of here. It's 5:25. I didn't think it was. Has representation in video games become like a super major issue? I know, like, people have talked about it in here before already. I just feel like, and this is something I've talked about in other Discords and with people, I feel like a lot of people are angry about something that was always going to be kind of eventuality because of how things progress in life.
I feel like it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was said. Like me, I just care about good games. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. I think most of us here can agree with that.
I have no issue with playing a woman or a male. I genuinely don't really care too much. I've been seeing it, and I'm like, people are calling other people racist. I'm like, I don't know if people are racist. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch.
I would say people have their preferences. It's just like movies, books,
absolutely,
TV shows. And me, I just care about a game or a TV show movie that's good. That's what
I'm tired of them pushing this female agenda. The females belong in the kitchen and not in my games.
I cannot co-sign with
he doesn't
off
mean that
my screens. Geek these women off my screens. I'm joking. It doesn't bother me.
Keep going.
As long as the game is good and it makes sense that it's a female or a male or black or white. Like, as long as it makes sense, the character being what they are, I don't have a problem with it.
I agree.
Can I weigh in, because I talk a lot, so I just want to get myself out of the way
before you do that. But I will say that like the Ellie kissing the girl thing, like, we already know she's gay, so like, I don't know, like, to put that in the fucking like a presentation is like, I don't know, it feels like they're pushing an agenda and not like actually.
I don't see that as pushing an agenda when everyone knew. If you played the DLC for The Last of Us and you played the game, you knew that by this point.
Yeah,
it's like, you know it, but it's like, I don't know. It's like they could have spent their time on something better, like maybe explaining how. I don't know.
I think what Jig is trying to get at, and I think he's just saying it was just kind of weird how that was like the focal point, and then the gameplay happened. I think it will make sense when you play the game, but for his perspective, it's just how they just focused that.
It felt out of place.
I mean, listen. First of all, it makes sense because not only is at this time in the game, if you look at the timeline, and I feel you, Kingpin. I know you're just fucking with me. That's why I reply that way. Joel is an old man. So, like, at this point, like, it seems like Joel is either, like, dead or in trouble. And either way, if he's not one of those things, he's an old man because it's several years later and he was already like in his 50s, I believe,
40s.
when the first game happened. So like it's only natural that Ellie takes over. And like this is not a new thing that Ellie is a lesbian because she was a lesbian in the first game. It just didn't get exposed until the DLC. And here's where I want to, just chime in real quick, and I'm gonna let all y'all homies. Obviously, I'm gonna breeze through this. First of all, Solid Rev ain't a racist. He's a solid fella. He just has out of line opinions sometimes, and if you don't agree with it, that's fine. If you ask me, he ain't a racist. He's a solid dude. Anyway, moving on from that.
No, he's racist. I don't fuck with him.
He ain't racist. Moving on from that. I'm a Puerto Rican dude, and honestly, like I don't play games like when I play like I don't know fucking Call of Duty or Battlefield. Like I'm like, oh, the dude on the fucking cover ain't Hispanic. I don't feel represented. This is trash. Like honestly, like I have never felt like that. And if you feel like that, like listen, that's fine. If you feel like that, that's fine. I kind of think you're a little bit soft if you feel that way, but like I ain't never played that game, like or any game rather. Like thinking of like, oh damn, I don't feel represented. Like, bro, whenever I play a game and I can create a character, I create a chick. I don't even play as a dude. Like when people complain, like, oh, I got to play this game as a dude. I don't want to play Tomb Raider. I'd rather play Uncharted or whatever. Like honestly, there's something wrong with you. Because when I can create a character, I create a chick, and that's the way I play my games. And like honestly, like I don't mind playing as any game. Like when I played Mafia 3 and I played as Lincoln Clay, I ain't say, oh, damn, I got to play as a black dude. I ain't do that. Like, awesome. I'm playing as a black dude. Like, awesome. That's great. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm playing the story that the developer wanted me to play. And if it's a Hispanic dude like myself, or if it's a black dude, or if it's a white dude, it's okay. Or if it's a woman, it's fine. I don't care. If your game is trash, I'm going to say it's trash. If your game is lit, I'm gonna say it's lit, and I'm gonna tell all my friends to go play it. That's my agenda, and that's how I feel.
Lord lit.
I mean, I don't.
You crying over there?
No,
I do not want to play.
Because I completely ducked that situation. It's whatever. I don't know what Solid Rev said. I don't know what Robin Gaiman said.
I saw Robin's video. I disagree with some of the points he made, but I think when it comes down to it, I don't have a problem with the video being made because if we're gonna talk about Robin, I have no problem with it.
The only reason I say I don't know what Robin said is because I purposely ignored it because I felt like that other video he did, and you know which one I'm talking about. He gave an uneducated opinion, and I didn't like.
Oh yeah, that one. That one was.
Not saying I was mad at him for what he did. He just sounded real uneducated about what he was talking about.
Yeah, I know what the video you're talking about. It's like I have no issue with Robin. I feel like when we talk about subjects like these, which are sensitive to some people, everybody needs to come into it with an open mind and needs to listen to other people's opinions because we're not all going to share the same opinion, and we need to be open to having a discourse and dialogue about it.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, when somebody comes in with I'm not even gonna say a dumb opinion, but an opinion where it's like they just try to. I don't know, like I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know.
Sometimes I don't even know if these people trolling, so I just give up on it, dog.
Like, yeah, like sometimes mostly dudes do trolling, but I don't know. Like if I say like, yeah, I like play a lot of games. Like there's a lot of different characters, and it's like it doesn't bother me as long as it's like a good game with a good character. I'm fine. I'm happy. Yeah. But at the same time, if I do say like I wish there were more black characters. And you say, "Oh, you being entitled," or like, I mean, you can't like if a female says she want more female characters, like there's nothing wrong with saying that. Now at the same time, you should have to say to these females like, go into game development. If there were more females creating for more female characters, there would be more. Like it's like I mean, it's mostly male, so it's like they're probably going to just make mostly male characters or stories around male characters. Understand? This is what we do, dog. It's like people usually create stories about things that they've experienced and what they know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm done. Y'all can go ahead.
I mean, I tend to, if Jad, I know you're about to say something. I just want to get this out there. I'm not gonna make a comment because if I did, I would liken it to something that I am more familiar with, and I think that's a bad thing. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
It's not a bad thing. It's just your opinion.
No, it's not. It's not even an opinion thing because, like y'all have heard me talk about what my history is with subjects like these. So I feel like if I said my opinion on it, people would.
I feel like I know what you're gonna say. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna fall back on it because it's difficult to convey it without coming off as a certain way, and I know some people are going to take it a certain way, but because of my background, I do not want to state my opinion on the subject, so I'm just going to fall back.
You can fall back if you want to, but I want to hear your opinion, bro. This is your podcast, man.
I'll give it an answer. Go ahead.
Nah, man, I already said I agree with like Jago was saying and shit like that, and Meds too. You know, it's good. It's good.
Red Hood, you got anything?
You shouldn't really worry about who you're playing as.
Yeah, me is just I just want a good game.
Okay,
that's all.
It's like when you're gonna watch a movie, like you don't like you're watching for what the movie is, not for who like.
Well, no. If they make like The Last Black Man is Tom Hanks, I'm gonna be upset, dog.
I mean, but come on.
I'm just joking right now.
So let me preface my comments by saying this: when I say these things, I am not coming at from a place of malice. I'm trying to understand points. And when I say the things I say next, please understand that I'm willing to have a conversation with people about this. If you do not agree, I understand completely. So with that being said,
talk your talk.
When I think about how games are made, when I think about when people talk about, oh, there's this agenda, I kind of look at it from the point of, I think maybe one studio has agenda, but I don't think everybody else has. Because when I look at games, for the last 15 years, there's not been a severe surplus of women in gaming in terms of development positions. There's never been. This is the first time in maybe, I want to say close to 30 years, or just at all, that women have been in places where they can make or affect a game in the place of a director, or they have influence on the project. So when I see women being in games, I liken it to, okay, so the dichotomy of the studio is of such that they are comfortable with making stories about a female because of the diaspora of talent being of different creeds, different races, different religions, and all this stuff that they're comfortable making that type of game. Cool. The same where there's more people of African American, Hispanic, where they are more comfortable because they have these people of different races, of different creeds in the studio now making games. I do not call that an agenda. I call that, okay, now that we have people here, we have a way to understand the mindset and what these people go through. I don't call that agenda. I call that progress. Because before, I can't relate somewhat in myself because of my skin color, what my family's been through, my background, and what I've dealt with in life with a white man that's just looks the way they do back a couple years ago when there was only white men on covers. I don't relate to that.
Yeah, like that's a perfect example, dog. If any of us in this podcast was in the studio, we couldn't write a game about a white man, dog, because that's just how it is.
Life. I haven't been in a position where, and I'll say this, where money has been exactly fluid in the household. Sometimes we struggle, sometimes we didn't. So when I look at people and they talk about, oh, they're trying to be SJW and stuff, I'm like, do you actually understand what the women's suffrage is? Have you done research on it, or are you just using a point that other people have propped up for years to make fun or make light of what's actually going on?
Yeah, because now that I thought about it, like some of these devs probably didn't make games about women or black people, because it's like sometimes when you make something and you don't have people who've been of that thing, people get offended. Like maybe you may have a joke or something, or some gameplay that's like offensive towards females, but as a man you think it's just as a joke and like you don't take it that serious, but someone who's been like a female or a black man may be offended by that joke that you made in that game. And so it's like if you have somebody around who's of that culture, you can say, oh no, you shouldn't do that, or take that out, or change that, you know what I'm saying?
It's just like I was saying about Robin Gaming a minute ago. It's about being educated versus uneducated about certain things.
I don't even think it's a point of education, because you could always
you can't There's some things you just can't learn. You have to have experience them.
No, and that's true. But in this case, where you can look up things about these subjects, when you can actually empathize with the people that you like, I feel like there's this disconnect where you do not understand how to empathize with others and trying to understand their viewpoint, that you don't care that they have representation. I feel like representation, in my opinion, for somebody like me, I know it doesn't apply to everybody. I understand the points. I feel like playing as a white man, whatever. I don't care. I want to play a game. I'm going to play the game. That doesn't stop me. But however, I understand that there's a group of people out there who have never, ever in their life seen somebody on a video game cover that looked like them, talked like them, and understand living life the way they did. Some people, and for example, CJ from San Andreas, people related to that because that's how they grew up. They were in that type of environment. So, of course, they want to see that environment presented in a certain way. However, at the same point, you can argue that that example with CJ from San Andreas reinforces negative stereotypes about African Americans and the communities that we come from.
You can absolutely say that.
And you can argue that it paints us in a certain light that's not preferable. On the flip side of that, it's a story being told about a black person. So at the same time, we can't argue. It's kind of a double-edged sword. You want these stories, but you don't want them to show people in a certain light, but you also want to be authentic. There's a disconnect and a difficulty doing that.
It's kind of like they're black people.
But the dumb thing is, like, in all GTA games, all the main characters are pieces of shit.
I mean, they're white people.
The thing is that you can't take a GTA game as an example because they're meant to be made as a satire.
But that's what I was going
to get to that. But I understand with GTA games, they're shown as satire. Whereas when I look at Mafia, people got upset because there was a black protagonist. And I understand that the concept of a mafia been shown through how media portrays it is usually an organization of men who are Italian, or Sicilian of descent that is European or white. Understand it. Get it completely. However, when we are telling a story, a game can be considered a form of mafia. Yeah. When I look at something like the Bloods and the Crips, when you look at the origins of where these things came from, they came from a place of trying to protect their communities. At a certain point. It changed at a certain point. We have to understand, and I hate saying this because it rubs it. People are going to color me now because I said this stuff, and I'm like, I don't really care because most of you have never experienced this stuff I experienced. And whoever's phone call that is,
fuck you.
No, I just feel like to cut it short because I don't want to go on a long diatribe or a monologue about this.
Too late for that, dog. I was joking with you. Go ahead.
No, but it irks me when we talk about stuff and you can't be honest. It's like sometimes we as a people, we as a community, we as a group, we need to be uncomfortable. Because if you're comfortable, you don't want to challenge shit. You don't like challenge. You fear it. You don't want change. I understand that. That's cool. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes challenge is needed to progress. Challenge is needed to grow stronger. So when we enter the crucible of discussion, you have to be coming at it with the mindset of, oh, I may not agree, but I need to respect the point. So when we talk about when progress is being made, when we are being progressive in thought, and we say that and we say we are progressive, we cannot pick and choose when to be progressive. We cannot pick and choose how to be progressive. We just are. So on that point, I want to make this point clear. I respect Robin's opinion. I disagree with it. I feel like his points about Naughty Dog and what they're doing are some to a degree flawed. I feel like Rev, who I have not had dealings with, I feel like I understand what he's trying to say. However, the way he is saying it is flawed, and I feel like he could do a better job of conveying his thoughts in a way that is constructive. However, on the flip side of that, I feel like we need to judge games differently based off of, oh, there's a black guy. Oh, there's a white person. Oh, there's an Asian person. Oh, there's this, that, and the third. We need to rise above petty grievances like this and look at a game on its merits of being a game instead of other things.
Yes.
Only then can we truly understand the game for what it is. Because I think there's a lot of people who, because of these things and their preconceived notions in their mind, they do not understand how to judge a game correctly because of the agendas being pushed on them that they do not realize are being pushed on them such as I don't like saying the word. I don't like saying the word right wing or left wing because it really is not even wings. It's just different ideas of thought that you have aligned yourself with, that you agree with because your biases have told you to align yourself with them.
Yeah, it's like
wait,
which
hold on,
right.
hold on. Someone said Robin's points weren't flawed. To me, they are because he's saying that they have this agenda.
All right, I agree with the guy.
And my thing is, if it was an agenda, we would have seen it more. Like, I hate to say agenda because agenda means the whole studio is going along with it. That means that this everybody agrees.
They have no, that doesn't mean that. Neil Druckmann is the man in charge, so that's just the vision that's going to get portrayed, whether or not you agree with it or not. And let me just say something before, because this is not even the point I was trying to make, because I wanted to say something. I want everybody that hears this to know that a lot of people, and we live in a crazy, like if you live in the US, we're living in a crazy time, in a crazy fucking time. And this is something I need to say. We can all agree, disagree. We don't need to agree to be friends, okay? Sentry, the point that he just made, that you, Kingpin, that he said that you don't agree with, I agree with you, Kingpin. I don't agree with Sentry. But Sentry's my homie, and we're going to still be homies after this podcast is all said and done. And everybody else on the panel who happens to disagree with me, it's all good. We can agree to disagree, and we can still be friends. Just because you don't align politically or, you know, just in terms of thoughts and the way that you align, it doesn't mean that you can't be friends. Like, everybody who doesn't align with you doesn't mean that they're your enemy. We can still be friends. That's all I wanted to say. We can still agree to disagree. If you disagree with somebody who you're close with and you have love for, let's just agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm. What I want to add, though, is
yo, sandpaper stretch, shut the fuck up.
Okay, but what I wanted to say is one of the things I did agree with Robin was one of the posts that Naughty Dog did make, and this had to do with Nadine and Chloe, and it's been basically, you know, confirmed at the point with Uncharted 4, Uncharted 2, and 3, with Nadine and Chloe being straight, and then them having a, you know, Christmas photo of them being under the mistletoe, making it, you know, giving the intention that they're like lovers and shit like that. And I was just like, I don't agree with that because they were already established of, you know, as straight characters, and I don't understand why they had to go, you know, about.
I didn't know they were straight. I thought Nadine was gay.
No, what? No, she was dating. She was dating the main villain.
From 4, just only know Nadine from 4. She was only in 4.
She was fucking Rafe.
Yeah.
You slow G?
Chloe was fucking Drake, wasn't she?
She had some undertones, I guess. I don't remember having this feeling that maybe she was a gay
Listen,
kid.
we love Chloe, but Chloe got a body count on her, okay?
Yeah, she did. She does. Was it freaking Charlie or some shit? She banged him. Freaking Nathan and that dude in Uncharted 2. I think it's like one of his old partners that betrayed him. She did that too. I wouldn't even be surprised about the other people she's on. But my whole point is, I just don't understand why they had to go about doing that. And then some of the comments that the Naughty Dog employees made were a bit, you know, a little out there in terms of how they handled the situation of someone saying they didn't agree with them. And it's like, well, you know, fuck off, don't play our game. It's like, I'm rather in the camp that you should be like, okay, you know, I understand it's not for you. That's okay. You know, this is intended for other people, not in the way of, you know, insulting people, which I
agree with that.
Found a little, you know, distasteful from Naughty Dog.
I mean, I feel like I went on a bit of a tribe and went too long because
it's fine, bro. We wanted to hear what you wanted to say.
Because it's like everybody knows for a fact that I don't fall on any side of the bench. Like, I'm all for anybody doing what they do, and I don't really care. But I feel like there's something to be said for having people that look like you in a game. I always will feel that way because I remember in No Front Point where African Americans didn't have that, where Hispanics didn't have that. So it's important to me personally. I understand that everybody may not get that though.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the podcast because I'm tired of talking.
Hey, man.
Man. Hey, I ain't get the rant. No, I'm joking.
Man, Jigga Rant's coming back soon. Fuck out.
Did I want the Jigga Rants?
Why did I rant the day I got my shit fixed? That's fucked up.
I like ranting, so shit. Y'all allow me one more rant, I'll do it.
Oh, Lord. Is it the PC game is the best rant?
I mean, it's no rant to say because PC game is obviously the best.
Nah.
But let me actually say my rant.
Go ahead.
No.
Listen, and Strat, you shut your mouth because this applies to you as well.
To me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you finna talk about the favelas?
Oh shit.
Listen, man, I'm a Latino person, so is Strat. Okay, but we're from the United States. How many?
Strat's not.
Yeah, Strat's not, but neither am I. He's born in Brazil. I'm born in Puerto Rico. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. We spent the majority of our lives in the United States, and here's my point. For the most part, because there's certainly a few games, here and there, that quote unquote represent us. Like, to me, like, honestly, that don't mean shit to me. Like, let's play some good games. Let's play some good games that stimulate our minds, that take our attention, that grab our attention. Like, if there's more black protagonists in games, fantastic. I'm not going to complain about it. If there's a Puerto Rican protagonist in games, fantastic. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm Dominican too. I'm a half and half. I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. If there's a Dominican protagonist, fantastic. If there's a Brazilian protagonist, fantastic. Like, I'm not going to say no to them, but also, like, I'm not going to just complain about, like, oh, I'm playing as a white dude again. I don't care, man. I play games, man. I play games. And like, everything fits into everything. Like, politics fits into video games as well. But, like, come on, bro. Let's not be ridiculous. Because there's not a black person as their protagonist, or if you're a white dude who's used to playing as white dudes and there's suddenly a black dude as a protagonist, or you're not going to play that game if it's a good game. Stop being ridiculous. Let's play these games if they're good. And if they're not, don't play them. The gender or race of the character means nothing. Let's play good games, people. That's all I got to say.
Agreed.
Like I said, I didn't watch Robin's second video because of the first one, and I had to mute Solid Cast once the shit started blowing up. So I don't know about none of this shit. So.
Yeah, I really don't either because I didn't.
Listen, y'all will never be able to call me afraid of shit because I have never been afraid of shit a day in my life.
I'm not afraid of the conversation. It's just some people were showing their true colors, and I just
you wasn't fucking with it.
Want to see it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Understandable.
Hey, we all about love over here, dog. We love everybody.
Yeah, we love everybody.
Man, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's do these
spiders. Kill all spiders.
Facts. Okay, everybody agrees with spiders, dude. Everybody agrees with fuck spiders. I think everybody.
I don't agree.
What? Oh,
no. Spiders take care of the bad bugs. Spiders take care of the bad bugs.
We know,
can't handle it.
Bro, listen.
Don't worry, shit. I'm gonna give you a tarantula for a pike.
Oh shit.
All right.
Let's do these outros. Let's do these outros. Red Hood.
Thank you guys for having me again. It was awesome to hear each conversation. It's great to have Meds on here as well. So you guys can find me on my Twitter at RedHood240. Also my YouTube channel.
It's 420.
I wish it was 420, but it was 240 on Twitter. RedHood420 on YouTube and RedHood420 on Twitch. I'll be live streaming Doom, Life is Strange, and a couple other like Telltale games. And Metal Gear Solid 5. So I hope you guys can enjoy that.
Oh man, I'm next, y'all. It's the Uncharted Christian King. I am
what?
I'm like, has he been waiting to say that? Like what?
Yo,
look,
I'm done.
I'm playing Uncharted on Crushing, and I'm going through this game like it's a breeze.
No,
if y'all want to see that,
like shit, boy.
If y'all want to see that, please come to my Twitch, and you can see me beat that game very easily. Facts.
And it's me, Strat.
I got quiet after the second half of the
podcast, y'all.
You just like your damn son.
Again.
Facts.
You and him just damn like, no wonder he your fucking son. Jesus Christ. Hardhead.
Oh man, you already know.
What do you mean with what?
Goofy signing out. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, the like button, the bell button, the comment button, the dislike button if you want to. We don't give a fuck.
Wait, does Twitch have a dislike button?
Twitch doesn't have a dislike button,
talking
but I'm
about the
getting to that.
podcast.
Okay.
Make sure you follow Red Hood, Meds, Century, Jigga, and Strat.
Links in the description.
Twitch.tv and Twitter. And don't forget your boy be streaming on Twitch on damn near a daily basis. I'm lying. I ain't been consistent as fuck lately. Low key. I might have to stop streaming soon. But that's a topic for another day.
Hey, wait. We playing Trouble in Terrorist Town tonight or what?
I don't know. Like I said, I might have to stop streaming permanently soon, dog.
Wait, what?
You won't. No, you won't. Shut your mouth. No, you won't. Shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
man, we need.
And I gave you that sub too. Shit.
Oh man, he gave you a sub. Now you, man, listen.
I'm trying to deal with it, but if I can't, then it's over, dog.
All right, shut your mouth. You're gonna keep streaming. You're the man.
Knock on wood, bro. Knock on wood. Nah, but Mids.
All right. My outro gonna be mighty long. I wanna just say shout out to Sentry, who's the homie, Red Hood, who's the homeboy, Hardhead, of course, and Jigga and Strat, who they're all friends of mine, and I wanna thank all of y'all for having me on the stream, and it felt really natural because I know all of you guys individually, and I feel comfortable speaking with you guys. I want to tell everybody listening to follow me on Twitter at Real Medications, and basically just treat everybody the way that you would like to be treated. It's the golden rule, and it's the only rule y'all should follow. Carrying on.
Think that's everybody, huh?
That's everybody except for me. I don't got no outro because I'm not fancy like that. All I know is violence and fucking the streets of Memphis. Thank y'all for tuning into the podcast. Listen, leave a like if you want to leave a like. Leave a dislike if you want to leave a dislike. Sub to the channel if you want to. If you want to continue the conversations from any of the topics on the podcast, be sure to...
We'll catch you in the comment section.
Comment section or hit me up on fucking Twitter if you want to...
Twitter.
If you want to catch the Fade and Gears of War, hit me up on Xbox One or Xbox Live.
We should start putting Discord out there a little more.
Nah, I ain't inviting nobody to the Discord. Fuck
you. Oh, come on.
Look, if you need a Discord to join, you can join my dead ass Discord. But the USP Discord is on lock, dog.
USP, aka fucking the pistol that I will use to clap you, is on lock.
And if you plan on being a troll, trust me, I already got prerequisites set up. You won't even make it past the door.
Dude, he's gonna block.
And if anything, you will get kicked because you recognize y'all motherfuckers.
They won't even get to see the Discord. Anybody, even if you're not a troll, when you join, you'll see what I'm talking about.
But nah, we just
nobody gets permission to see the Discord even after you join unless I want you to.
Simple. But nah, I just want to thank y'all for rocking out with us for the last damn near 2 hours. Thank y'all for that. We'll see y'all next week. Man, straight, I don't want to hear no love from you. You stop talking after 30 minutes.
Nani.
I mean, like, this shit was dead as fuck.
One more thing. One
more thing.
Every Saturday, because I was going to do this every other Saturday, but these motherfuckers actually want me to consistently
every Saturday, movie night, baby.
Every Saturday, we are having movie night.
Man, stop drinking.
Vote Baby Driver
over at the Hardhead Discord, the Goofy Incorporated Discord. Everybody you see on the panel should be there. Everybody was there except for Strat last time.
Shit, I'd be AFK.
Oh man,
Lord have mercy.
But yeah, we will be voting on movie night. If you want to come and you want to give a suggestion, just check out my Twitter. I'm taking all suggestions, and we gonna try to get 3 movies out the way, because last time we ended up watching 2 movies and a TV show.
And a TV show, baby.
I didn't. Oh my gosh, dude! I dipped out after that TV show.
We had a big turnout, though. I expect the same this time. So,
dude, Alex didn't even watch freaking it.
Hey, more episodes of Big Mouth. That's what I'm voting for.
If you need something good to do this Saturday, come on, stop by the Discord or check out the Twitter. I'm probably gonna just tweet out the code. You can hop in the movie night with us. It's real lit. We all having fun. You ain't gonna get to talk, but you're gonna get to type.
Yeah, you can watch Hardhead push a movie agenda, dog.
Oh shit!
I'm fucking done. We gotta end this.
Oh man!
And the podcast, player.
Make sure you follow me on Twitch. Hey,
man.
Twitch, Jigga Twitch.
Fuck this. I ain't in the podcast. We going 4 out now. I'm playing.
Jigga
Thank y'all for
Twitch.
watching. Peace.
Jigga